2018 Kia Niro Review. The feature-laden 2018 Kia Niro blends popular crossover styling with stellar fuel economy. The 2018 Kia Niro should be thought about a hatchback, though it's officially classified as being a hybrid SUV. Crossovers in SUVs normally have extra ground clearance, which enables it to be furnished with all-wheel drive for inclement weather driving and even light off-roading. The Niro doesn't check either of such boxes. The Niro's main appeal comes from a modern exterior design that does not shout hybrid, as well being a relatively peppy powertrain which make it both able to outrunning a Toyota Prius and returning as much as 50 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving, as outlined by EPA estimates. One thing to learn with the Niro is when it allocates interior space. Compared to its mechanical sibling, the Hyundai Ioniq, the Niro includes a significantly smaller cargo area behind the corner seats. That said, rear passengers within the Niro will delight in slightly more legroom and headroom, and far of that space may be converted to cargo room when the spine seatbacks are folded. Like many vehicles from Kia, the Niro supplies a healthy variety of features your money can buy, especially in the higher trim levels. But if you actually need crossover capability with your hybrid, we'd suggest looking at the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. What's new? The most critical change for your 2018 Niro could be the addition of lane keeping assist, replacing the first sort lane departure warning system. It's included within the advanced technology package on LX and X trims, and standard on top touring trim. A new premium package with the X adds each of the touring trim content, except for that 18-inch wheels, even though the touring trim now receives all available features as standard equipment. Lastly, instead of the touring launch model from 2017, there is a Touring Graphite edition that slots involving the X and Touring models and possesses unique color accents. If fuel efficiency can be your number one priority, the bottom Niro Fe will be the way to go, with fuel economy of 50 miles per gallon combined, but the sweet spot of cost and comfort would be the X trim, with added features including push-button ignition, heated seats, and blind spot and cross-traffic monitoring. We'd also spring for much more driver aids with all the optional advanced technology package. But for those that want the destroy, you have the premium package, which equips the X with everything the touring trim has but retains a lot more fuel-efficient 16-inch wheels. Trim levels and features. The Kia Niro will come in 5 trims, beginning with all the most fuel-efficient Fe trim, with features added incrementally moving nearly the LX, X, Touring Graphite Edition and Touring trims. All models include a 1.6-litre 4-cylinder hybrid electric powertrain, 139 horsepower, 195 lb-ft total output that sends power on the front wheels via a 6-speed, dual-clutch automatic transmission. The Fe comes surprisingly well equipped for just a base model, as the fully loaded touring trim is sold with nearly every modern comfort feature standard. The base Fe incorporates 16-inch alloy wheels, automatic headlights, 6-way manually adjustable front seats, a 6040 split folding rear seats, dual-zone automatic climate control, selectable drive modes, a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, a rear-view camera, UVO e-services app suite, Bluetooth, as well as a 4-speaker speakers with a USB port. Stepping nearly the LX trim adds rear LED taillights, roof rails, keyless ignition and entry, an underfloor storage tray for a corner cargo area, along with a rear center armrest with cup holders. Kia did away with each of the standalone options from 2017 and instead supplies the advanced technology package, which bundles forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, as well as a few upper trim items, for instance front fog lights, LED daytime running lights, plus a leather-wrapped leader and gear shift knob. The X trim comes with each of the LX trim items plus power folding and heated side mirrors, a high-gloss black upper console, cloth and leather upholstery, heated front seats, an auto-dimming rear view mirror, rear air conditioning vents, a different USB charge port, as well as a blind spot monitoring system with rear cross-traffic alert. Like the LX trim, all X options now bundled into packages. The Advanced Technology package has the same active security measures as the LX but adds a 10-way power driver's seat. The non-safety items from your LX package are also included within the X trim. A new premium package for that X trim adds nearly all of the touring trim content, including xenon headlights, a gloss black front grille with chrome trim, a sunroof, leather upholstery, ventilated front seats, driver seat memory function, a heated controls, an 8-inch touchscreen display, navigation, an 8-speaker premium Harman Kardon speakers, LED map lights, front and back parking system, wireless phone charging as well as a 110-volt power outlet. The only thing the package doesn't add would be the touring trim's 18-inch wheels, which affords better fuel economy plus a slightly cheaper asking price. The touring trim includes everything standard this season, including the active safety aids on the Advanced Technology package on lower trim models. The only choices you've got are colors and smaller accessories. So if you intend to check each of the boxes, so you don't mind 18-inch wheels rather than X's 16 inches, the best off beelining it for the touring trim. Similar towards the touring launch model from a year ago, the Touring Graphite Edition is priced amongst the X and top touring trims. In terms of features, it's closer to your X trim but adds the 10-way power driver's seat, 8-inch touchscreen with navigation, as well as a premium Harman Kardon head unit. It also carries a trim-exclusive platinum graphite paint, glossy black 18-inch wheels, glossy black roof rails as well as a metallic-coloured front grille. The only caveat is not one of the X trim's packages can be obtained with this trim. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically also comes in multiple versions that happen to be fundamentally similar. The S within this review use our full test on a 2017 Kia Niro X 1.6 litres inline-4 hybrid, 6-speed dual-clutch automatic, FWD, but happen to be updated to reflect current trim features for 2018 models. Driving. Instrumented testing confirmed how the Niro is quicker than its rival, the Toyota Prius, by the good margin. But we also found its emergency braking performance being subpar, along with the powertrain tuning within this production model being far more crude as opposed to model we previously drove. Acceleration. When driven within the default Eco mode, the Niro feels wholly unmotivated. In Sport mode, the Niro accelerates to 60 miles per hour, nearly the whole second quicker, as opposed to Toyota Prius. Fears good low-end torque and also the transmission shifts quickly, but this mode is less efficient. We need an in-between mode. Braking. Braking feels completely natural under normal conditions, plus the switch over from electric generation to standard brakes is imperceivable. Under panic braking, however, the pedal goes for the floor, plus the test-based stopping distance from 60 miles per hour at 129 feet is truck territory. Not good. Steering. Steering is direct and responsive, having a good volume of assist. And there exists a clear difference in side degree of assist after you switch between normal and sport mode. But this car lacks an obvious sense of instant feel or feedback, which may be disconcerting given it demands constant attention. Handling. The Niro handles much more a car when compared to a crossover because doing so is essentially a hatchback. It stays planted through turns much better than expected and carries how heavy it is lower as a result of batteries mounted beneath the back passenger seat. Drivability. Driving within the default eco mode within this test car revealed some unpleasant characteristics we didn't example of a prototype sample. Its anemic takeoff power and lazy first can shift are merely remedied by driving in sport mode. We're not sure what changed, but hopefully you like Kia changes it back. Comfort. The Niro might not feel luxurious, but there exists a good degree of comfort on hand to the daily commute. The seats adequate support and powerful heaters, with ventilation available with the X and touring levels. The biggest strike could be the amount of road noise, which gets tiresome on long drives. Seat comfort. The seats aren't fancy but have good padding and decent lateral and lumbar support. The X model is included with very effective seat heaters with 3 degrees of intensity. The max heat level is hotter than most, and that is really nice in cold climates. Ride comfort. Ride comfort for your most part is agreeable. Though we didn't experience any harsh crashing over bumps, we wouldn't call the Niro plush either. On the other hand, movement felt well controlled and car-like, as opposed to floppy being a tall SUV or crossover. Noise and vibration. There is really a fair volume of road noise and also the occasional sound of loose gravel pinging resistant to the underbody. Wind noise is more preferable isolated, though there may be still some it around topside view mirrors at highway speeds. The interior is totally absent of squeaks and rattles. Climate control. Dual climate controls are straightforward and to reach, using the usual range of buttons and knobs for fan speed, temperature, etc. The system performed well to keep up pleasant cabin temps. Interior. The cabin from the Niro is not hard to get in and outside of and scores high marks for interior passenger space, driver accommodation and also a simple program. We might also have a small complaint with rear visibility, but all Niros consist of rear view cameras making it not an issue. Ease people. The touchscreen infotainment menus try taking a little familiarization, however they are easy enough to find out and have shortcut buttons. When using the stalks to switch headlight or wiper settings, a prompt appears inside gauge cluster showing your selection while others available, a pleasant feature. Getting in, jetting out. The doors open wide, almost to 90 degrees, with nice size openings and comfy seat heights. You still take a moment into the seat instead of sliding since the bottom seat cushion height is just about knee level. Fears a smaller step over, nevertheless it should be straightforward for most, including elderly passengers. Driving position. The tilt and telescoping steering column includes a lot of adjustment, as well as the optional power driver seat as tower lumbar adjustment and height adjustment. It's pretty simple to find a comfortable driving position on account of copious quantities of head and legroom geared to a wide range of drivers. Roominess. There is a useful one head and legroom both back and front, but hard plastic front seatbacks don't leave a good deal of buffer if sitting behind a very tall driver. The middle passenger will appreciate the relatively flat floor, but sitting 3 adults with a spine will be a little tight. Visibility. Even with all the raked front roof pillars, forward visibility is quite good. The thick rear pillars make a bit of a blind spot once you're ignoring your shoulder, though the view directly rearward is decent and relatively unobstructed by the back headrests. A rear view camera is standard on all trims. Quality. A great deal of hard plastic covers the fewer half with the doors, dash and center console. In the light grey color scheme, the inner looks cheap. Even the soft touch surfaces about the upper parts with the dash lack a good feel. Armrest padding isn't bad but may be better within the doors. Utility. Compared to a tiny sedan, the Niro provides an appealing quantity of utility because of its size. But, When compared with other hybrid hatchbacks or crossover SUVs within the class, it does not offer quite as often cargo space or clever cabin storage for small items. Small item storage. Kia's convenient storage web hosting items forward with the gear shifter, the place you would charge your phone wirelessly if that's the case equipped. The door pockets will hold a 16-ounce water bottle and also a couple other small items, but they are about the narrow side. The center armrest bin is average size. Cargo space. The 6040 split rear seats fold perfectly flat, and also the optional underfloor storage adds a little more utility. Yet, at 19.4 cubic feet effortlessly seats constantly in place 54.5 cubic feet together folded, the Niro doesn't need as much space because so many other hybrid hatchbacks. Child safety seat accommodation. Latch anchors are tucked away among cushions where a corner seat backs fold down, helping to make access moderately difficult. There is usually a pair of anchors per outboard rear seat as well as an easy access top tether for the back of each one seat. Technology. The Niro is strong for the technology front, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto included as standard equipment along with a host of obtainable advanced safety systems which are not even offered on some cars above its class. The Evo navigation system can use a design update but functions well. Audio navigation. The Evo navigation system may be the same as in other Kia models, simple to use but starting out look dated when compared with other systems around the market. The base audio system won't impress the harder musically savvy, nevertheless the optional Harman Kardon system is really a noticeable upgrade. Smartphone integration. With Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard to all models, you likely won't miss the upgraded navigation system within the Touring model. The Touring trim also is included with wireless charging for smartphones who have the capability. That feature is available as being a package option on the X level. Driver aids. The adaptive cruise control called Smart Cruise Control works well to keep up a distance involving the Niro plus the car in the front. Nevertheless, it will only bring the Niro into a complete stop for the moment before relinquishing control. Voice control. Native voice controls are offered for navigation, radio, phone and in many cases Google search if equipped. The prompts are straightforward, and voice recognition works virtually. And with Apple CarPlay standard, you've got the power of Siri from the car's voice control button.